Hello! Stupid sheep, go away. So today I'm going to do stuff a bit different. I'm going to make a tutorial of how to make a semi-automatic farm. It can probably be made into a completely automatic farm by using some timers and nut gates. You can make it fully automatic, but I think it works best as semi-automatic, as it gives you some sort of control. As you can see, I've just it unfortunately despawns because of lack of water. So I'll just dig a little tunnel here. This is where I want my farm, I think. Might make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. I'll place one of those there and one here. Let's just see. Yeah, that looks fine. You can, I think, make it... Yeah, you can make it as long as you want. Almost. Now, we'll just bring back my tool. Vanilla... potions, that was not what I wanted. Okay, can't seem to find it, so I'm going to do it this way. It's a bit faster. But now, since there's water, this should get hydrated, which is exactly what I want. I'll just place this here as a placeholder for now, because I want to do it like this. And the same thing here. So the things I'm placing right here, they are deployers from Redpower, and they're pretty easy to make, I believe. You can see the recipe like this: a piston, a chest, some cobblestone, and some redstone. That's quite simple. It barely gets simpler. As you can see, the tilted place is starting to get hydrated. Now here at the end, we're going to want to place some pistons. Couldn't remember what it was called for a second. And we want to place 2 of them. Now this is the extreme simple version, where you use the pistons themselves, but usually when I make it, I use some sticky pistons and make it look nice with some stone and stuff, but you don't really need to. Then we take some stone, do like this, and go away. Stupid chicken. And then we have some red wire here, which I'll place like this. And for now, I'm going to place a redstone torch right here. No, okay. Right here. Now you can see the pistons, they closed, and that means we can place the water back. Oh, we can place some water here. And just to show the function, now they open, water goes flowing down. And if you don't know about Minecraft physics, when water flows over wheat, it harvests them. And you can see the water will flow items down there. And I just removed the redstone piston, which will bring it down. And then we close and the water disappears. And I'll just make it daytime. So we also have these phonetic tubes, or phonetic redstone tubes. They're made by redstone and phonetic tubes, and phonetic tubes are brass ingots and glass. We'll place the... Why didn't it place more? Okay, I'll just grab a stack of them instead. And that didn't work. Okay, strange. And even though I'm in creative, apparently it won't. It uses them up, which is a bit weird. And I'll place these like this. Then I'll get some seeds. Some seeds. And when you right click the deployers, you get an inventory like this. And we can fill them with seeds. And we ran out. Just grab a few stacks. Just fill a stack in each. Now the biggest problem with this is that you need a lot of seeds. And when I say a lot, I mean really many seeds. And in the beginning you might have a small problem with actually having everything run the way you want. Or running smoothly. Now we will place the transposer right here. And I'll just make a little light. It's here. So we can see what we're doing. And a transposer is made with a piston, some wooden planks, redstone and cobblestone. So it's also quite easy to make. We will underneath that add some phonetic tubes. And they can be completely ordinary phonetic tubes. Nothing special. And you cannot be standing inside them. Just dig out a little here. The wonders of creative mode. And down here we'll place a chest. Now this chest isn't really needed, but I like it. It adds to it. And we're going to need a sorting machine if we want to do it properly. And you can see the recipe is iron, 5 iron, a blue alloy ingot, 2 red dope wafers, and a filter. A filter is some gold, copper, red dope wafer, and piston. So it's quite expensive. See if this works. Yeah, this for some reason works. We'll just go up here. And I'll actually remove that one and add a bat box. Is it in here? No. We have battery box. I believe we can do like this, and it should start generating power. Let's just... So Redpower is made so it can transfer power between blocks. So these are solar panels. One solar panel should be plenty once it's run through a single day, but this is just to speed it up for you guys. You can see it's gaining power. Again, this isn't really needed, but I like the effect it's going to have. And then we need a screwdriver. And we got one now. Because we need, yeah, and it was like this. And we need a timer. And you can set this pretty low. But for now, do like this. You can see every time it blinks, this sorting machine sends something out. And we will add seeds to one, and we need wheat to another. So let's just look for some wheat. And we'll set wheat here, and we can set this to yellow, and we set this like this, and set this to orange, for instance. And we will go like this, and I jumped out of creative mode. We'll add another chest here. We want some paint, and we'll take an orange paintbrush and set like that. So now all wheat will go into that chest there, and that's actually a stupid place to have it placed. So like this. Now wheat will go into this chest here. We will then go like this. Yeah. And like this. And I just need to remember the color I put seeds. It was yellow. So we'll again look for some paint. And you're going to need the yellow paint this time. Can be whatever color you choose, but this means seeds will go this way. Now we're almost done. All we need to do is be able to give these things signals. So I'll just use some cobblestone this time. Yeah, that should work. And I'll also remove this one. And I need some wire. I wonder if this works the way I want it to. It does, great. And we'll do like this, I think. And you can actually do a lot of stuff here to hide it better. This is, of course, just for show. Normally I would probably dig down below. Now I'm running into a tiny problem here, because this is too close to each other. But normally I would run the wires underground. So we need a lever. And probably a button is the best. Way to do it. So we will place a button here and a lever here. So you see the water disappeared. When I press this button here, nothing. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot one really important thing. You see the redstone pipes here, they cannot accept from this redstone wire, but they do accept from normal redstone. So when I press this button, yeah. So what's happening is, when I press the button, this wire will get a signal. It will activate all the way and activate all the redstone pipes, so they act like redstone wire. And that will trigger the deployers, which will then plant the seeds. And we'll just get some bone meal. And I'll just grow all this. And I just realized I've forgotten one very important bit of this build. Okay. That was a bit strange and unexpected. Okay, so I just figured out what was wrong. First of all, the transposer doesn't need a redstone signal as I initially thought, so that actually makes stuff a bit easier. And I had turned the filter and the transposer the wrong way around. You can see the cross section needs to be up. You can see it has sort of a cross there. And I apparently keep stepping on these. So let's try it again. So when I do like this, the water automatically harvests everything for me, and when it has harvested everything, I'll pull it again, the water goes away, and you can see the stuff is being pulled in by the transposer. Okay. It then goes into this chest and is sucked out by the filter. Let's just for good measure throw this in. You can see it comes out. The wheat goes up in the chest, as I said. And the seeds will go into this one. Because redstone pipes are intelligent, but they go for the first available inventory. So this will be that one, and when this one's full, it will go for the next one, and so on. You could probably fill those 8 of these with cobblestone and just have seeds in the first one, because it will always, when it receives a signal, try to use the very first one. So that could be a way to make sure that your seeds go around to all of them, but it's also a bit risky, because if something happens and you don't get seeds, you might end up putting cobblestone down instead, which is not what you want. Now, the way I usually don't use transposers. I use obsidian pipes from Buildcraft, and I think that works better, but that's just my opinion. And this is using only one mod, so that's why I showed it this way. It can be, of course, made to look a lot better than this one does. This was just a fast test, and if you don't want the seeds and the seeds to go back into the machine, you just don't need this pipe down here. So this has a lot of expanding and capabilities, and of course I usually, when I build it in game, I make it look a lot smoother. But my friend wanted me to show you how to build one of these, so here's an automatic or semi-automatic farm, and this will work for other stuff than just normal wheat. You can do it with all the plants added by Redpower 2 as well, at least. I'm not sure with the Psycraft stuff, but I think it will. So yeah, this is me signing off, and hope you enjoyed. Give me a like, and see you next time.